Hey guys, so this is a part two to my encounters I had at work. So if you haven't seen part one, go watch that so you have more of an understanding of like the background of the situation and everything. So this encounter happened this is the same day, by the way, like 10 minutes after the first one. So just a lot going on this day. So this is with a white little girl, and she's playing with baby dolls. So naturally, I guess you could say, she grabbed the white baby doll. And I had the black baby doll. Not that I grabbed it, she handed it to me. But I kind of just wanted to challenge her a little bit. And I asked her if we could switch baby dolls, right? And she was like, why would we do that? Like, just really surprised that I even said that. And I was just like, they're just babies. Like, these are not our children, like, I just want to play with this baby doll and I want you to play with this baby doll. Just putting it out there. And she didn't really want to do that. She didn't want to switch the baby dolls. She said that this baby looks like her and that baby looks like me. Although she was aware, the baby was a dark-skinned baby and the baby she had was just a white baby. So she was aware that me and the baby didn't look exactly alike. Her words were that I was lighter than the baby, but that was still my baby, So I was like, oh, so children are aware that we all look different from each other, right? Like, they don't understand like race and ethnicity and things like that. But she understands that she's white, and she understands that I'm black. Even though I wasn't as dark as the baby, she understood that I at least just wasn't white, right? So I just want to explain to her that I don't think that was a big of that just because the babies look like her and look like me, that we couldn't just switch them and just play with the babies. They're babies. They're babies, right? And then she proceeds to say that my baby is allergic to your baby and your baby is allergic to mine. Allergic? That's a big word to use for a 3-year-old. Why would our babies be allergic to each other? Just wild to say that, honestly. And I was just so taken aback because allergic, though? Like, that just means that they don't mesh. And like I said, these two encounters were in the same day, and it just had my mind just turning and turning and turning. And this happened, I want to say, December. So like less than a month ago, I had these encounters. And honestly, with both of them, I was just trying my hardest in the best way that 19-year-old me can explain to 3 and 4-year-olds about how you don't have to associate blackness with dirt and how our babies are not allergic to each other because they're different colors. And it is a tough conversation to have, and I understand that. But these ideas start from somewhere. Like, these children are not just coming up with these ideas on their own. And it was disappointing to hear that from both of them. It made me feel a type of way because I'm just like, wow. So once again, I just want to say it is important to have these conversations with your children. Not that you need to go into heavy detail about things that you just know they're not going to understand, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with exposing your children to different races and cultures and ethnicities and letting them know that it is okay to be surrounded by them. It is okay to befriend them. It is okay to do all of that. And I'm not saying that her family is racist or anything like that. I don't know her family. I barely know her. Right. But that's an odd thing to say. And that just makes you wonder what is going on at home and what is being said at home. Why would they be allergic to each other? So, yeah, just have this conversation with your children. Thank you.